everybody, and welcome to another story time with yours truly. So if you've kept up with my life at all over the past couple years, you would know that I decided to move from a small town in Ohio to Los Angeles to pursue a career in the entertainment industry. And I'm not talking about the adult entertainment industry, and for those of you that thought I would actually do that, no. Those times are getting pretty tough. Living in a big city like this, it's obviously an incredibly challenging career path because everyone in LA is doing the same thing and there's millions of people here. Sometimes it's really easy to become discouraged, but then the universe and God come along and show you that you're exactly where you need to be. That's what my story is about today. When I first moved here, my first job was working up underneath the Hollywood sign with 60-something horses, and I worked there full-time for a year. It was a dream job, and still is, because I get to go up and work whenever I have the chance. 5 or 6 months after I started working there, David Letterman had come up to the ranch and picked out a horse because he wanted to give it as a gift to Conan O'Brien. Naturally, that's the first thing you think to buy somebody when you're shopping for your friends. The horse that David Letterman picks just so happens to be one of my absolute favorite horses on the ranch. So I'm super bummed. Aries was a black and white paint with pretty blue eyes and a really long mane and tail. He was just gorgeous. I have about 2 weeks before Aries is leaving the ranch. And I spend as much time as I can, you know, riding him, petting him when I get the chance or whatever. And then off he goes. And I never see him again. I moved to LA in January, and come December, business slows down because there's not as many people, I guess, traveling or whatever, but it's still steady business. It's just not quite as much as the summer months. I decided to go find a second job that I could work to make money elsewhere. Through working at the gym, I meet somebody who refers me to a Chinese restaurant right around the corner in Beverly Hills and tells me to go apply. She knows the lady that manages there, and go get a job. Things kind of slowed down a lot at the ranch for me because I was too busy working my other jobs. So now it's been an entire year that I've been in LA. Aries is gone. I've never seen him again until last night. I do a few different things at the restaurant, but last night I was hosting. And I see a reservation for Liza O'Brien, which is Conan O'Brien's wife. There's a little flag that comes up that you can mark if you're a celebrity so that we can kindly find you a private table that you won't be bothered. Liza O'Brien comes in with Conan O'Brien and their kids, and they all go sit down and they have a meal. And I go back up and I'm standing at the host stand, and I cannot stop thinking about whether or not he has Aries still. And then I got super paranoid and was like trying to convince myself that after their meal I wouldn't say anything, because what if David Letterman bought Aries for somebody else and it wasn't even Conan O'Brien? Then Conan O'Brien's gonna think it's awkward because David Letterman never bought him a horse, and then I'm uncomfortable because I'm nobody and I just put that beef between them. So I decide after the meal that I'm gonna go up and talk to them about it. I'm just gonna ask. And I walk up and I said, "I'm sorry, I just have to ask you something." And I looked at Conan and I said, "Did you get a horse from Sunset Ranch?" And he gave me this look like he was so like, Sunset Ranch, like what is Sunset Ranch? Or he thought I was just absolutely crazy. And I was like, "Did David Letterman buy you a horse maybe and give it to you as a gift?" And he was like, "Oh, yes, he did actually." He's like, "I didn't know where he had come from." What? I'm going crazy. This is wild. When that horse was bought from the ranch, I had no idea where I would be working a year and a half later. I had no idea I would have these jobs or be working in Beverly Hills or be working at a restaurant at all because I swore I was done with food. Here I am talking to Conan O'Brien about my favorite horse that he fucking stole from me. To me, that is the universe, and that is God telling me that I am exactly where I need to be in my life, and even though things don't go my way, I'm still doing what I need to be doing and what I should be doing, and I'm on the right track and I'm going places. Anyway, I find out that Aries' name is now Tuwa, T-U-W-A, Tuwa, and he lives in Chatsworth with their other horse, and he gets weekly visits from the chiropractor and living this great life. To me, that was so fulfilling because it's my favorite horse and it was so great to know that. And then they get out their phones and they're showing me pictures of him now, and they're showing me videos of Conan riding Tuwa. And then she also told me that he kind of turned into a little shit. After he realized he didn't have to listen to anyone anymore, he started getting a little frisky. Which is funny to me because that's his personality. Through talking about the ranch and everything, I give Liza my number and I tell them, like, if anybody wants to come up and ride the horses, like, let me know, I will take you, we'll have fun. Today, I get a text from Liza O'Brien and she sends me a picture of her daughter on Tuwa or Aries or whatever the hell his name is now, because she said it was Dave at one point too, and gave me the update on him in text message so I could tell everybody back at the ranch what's happening with my boy. I've just thought that was a really cool full circle moment of being in LA for 2 years and not knowing what's happening and what's coming next, and I feel like that was a message that I'm doing exactly what I should be doing and I'm right where I need to be. But regardless, Liza O'Brien texted me and like she's like married to Conan O'Brien, who's like cool.